Starting off first here with a 1994 Jefferson Nickel. Now this coin isn't super valuable, but I have to add it in here since it's a 1994. This coin has been double struck and the coin has been broad struck as well, which we'll see around the rim of the coin. Now this coin here ended up selling for around $27. You're not really making any money off this after you get the coin graded, but it is pretty cool to have that coin in a coin holder for your collection. Now here's a 1994 D mint mark. It's graded by PCGS at a mint state 66. So this coin ended up selling for around $100 because of the grade, the condition of the coin. Coin grading scale goes up to 70, 70 being the best. This is at a 66. That's what gives it the value. All right, so if you have a regular Jefferson nickel, it's all scratched up and beat up, it's not gonna be valuable. But in this case, this coin was actually struck onto a clad planchet that weighs 2.14 grams. So we have a mint error here, the coin graded at a mint state 63, and that is by NGC. This coin ended up selling for over $800. That's right, 800 buckaroos. Now here is a 1994 Jefferson nickel that was struck off center. You can look for off centers on all kinds of different coins, not just nickels, all kinds of different dates. This coin is graded at a mint state 65. I will mention that you see here on the coin holder it says 6FS, 6 full steps, but that's pretty common, you know, on modern coins. In my full steps videos, I list dates that are more scarce to find full steps on. So there's specific dates you want to look for. And I also have that listed in my ebook. You can download for $2 right now on couchcollectibles.com. So feel free to check that out. Now this coin here ended up selling for around 50 bucks, so not too bad. A lot better than 5 cents, of course. 5 cents into 50 bucks, I'll take it. But of course you gotta factor in the price of getting the coin graded. So, you know, maybe something like this would be better to resell on eBay as is instead of having it graded and then selling it, because you don't really have much of a profit, you know, room for profit there. So if you want to keep it just for having it in a coin holder, then by all means get the coin graded. Now here is an SMS coin, special mint set coin. So a lot different than a regular business strike, Jefferson nickel, or proof coin, things like that. So 1994 P mint mark, graded at a perfect grade, a 70. That's why this nickel here sold for over $975. Can't beat that. That's super rare there. Now here's a 1994 P mint mark that has a partial collar, which we'll see around the rim of the coin. Now it is graded again at the same, you know, 1 grade lower than the last coin, 69. So SMS coin there. So that is where the value is at. This coin sold for over $70. Now here is the proof coin. Much more detailed, has that mirror-like finish, and it has that perfect grade of a 70, proof 70 deep cameo, graded by PCGS, a coin grading company. This coin ended up selling for over $160. Here's that same coin just close up, the partial collar coin that sold for $74. It once sold for $60 or $59. Here's an example of that close up. So let's move on here to the 1994 that has a pretty major error here. So this coin has a quadruple strike, triple struck off center there. So that is pretty cool, man. Graded by PCGS at a mint state 63. Of course, this is not going to be found in a coin roll, but I have to add it in since it's a 1994. This mint error coin sold for over $360. Moving on here to a 1994 Jefferson nickel that has a mint error as well. It has a die break here. We'll see that as we zoom in. It's really hard to see in this image, but it's very, very small there above the letter U and R. You'll see that die break. Now, die breaks could take up a much larger portion of the coin, almost the whole coin in some cases, but that is a very, very small die break, which we also refer to as a cud. It's graded by NGC at a mint state 61, has 5 full steps. This coin sold for around $70. Now here is another, now wait, actually these two coins sold together. So these two coins sold together for $70. Now here is a good example. I'm glad that I put this in here. This coin has a die break as well, but it's much larger. You can see it there taking up a large portion of the coin there on the front of the coin, the Outburst. So you see that there covering up the words "In God We Trust." And this coin, like I said, sold with the last one for over 70 bucks. So not too bad for 2 nickels, 10 cents. Let's check out some other nickels that are worth money. It's a 1999 Philadelphia minted Jefferson nickel that has a Brockage error taking place here on the obverse of the coin, which is the front of the coin. So this error is pretty self-explanatory. You can see it and spot it in your pocket change very quickly. It's not one of those errors that you have to put underneath a microscope to see, but this coin here sold for over $85. So nothing too valuable, but still an $85 coin. Now this next coin is actually a capped die error. So the obverse, the front of the coin, has been struck through a capped die. I've actually found one of these coins before in a coin roll from the bank, but this here is a 1999 P, and we can see the front design there, how it has been struck through a capped die. Now here on the reverse looks perfectly okay, and this coin here sold for over $185. Next up is another Jefferson Nickel. Again, this one here is a pretty, easy error to spot in your pocket change. If you would definitely notice something like this, but you could think that someone just chopped off a side of the coin. However, this is actually a clipped planchet here. This coin here sold for over $185 as well. Next up, one of my favorite types of coins. These coins can be super valuable coins. It is the no dated Jefferson Nickel that has been struck on a 1999 Philadelphia minted Roosevelt dime. So you can see here on the front where the Roosevelt dime design is on top of Washington's head. You see the one dime there on the left. And then here on the other side, you see Roosevelt's head going through the design of the Jefferson Nickel reverse. So it's very cool. These are the types of coins that I am searching for the most in my pocket change. I really, really want to find one. And this coin here sold for over $5,000. 5,000 US dollars for this coin. Moving on to another 1990 P. This is the 5-cent coin that was struck 90% off center, and it is a mated pair. So we got this part of the coin and this part of the coin. So very cool. These coins sold for over $200. Next up is a 1999 Jefferson Nickel that has the Outburst indent, and we can see that the whole Outburst design is gone because of that. And then here on the reverse, you can see most of the design of the Jefferson Nickel. Now this coin here sold for a little over $100 as well. Moving on to another Brockage error. This is pretty sweet. Love these coins as well, but people will probably most likely pick these out of pocket change fairly quickly. So if you find one, you're very, very lucky. This coin here sold for over $180. Next up is a very simple type of error to look for. It's very noticeable. It's just an off-center error. You can look for this on just about any type of coin. There are a lot of off-center errors out there to be found. This 1999 Jefferson Nickel sold for over $35. So nothing too much, a very valuable coin, but still a $35 coin. I personally would keep it for my coin collection. I wouldn't sell it if I found it. But if I find a $5,000 coin, I would probably sell it just to buy more coins with it. Next up is a 1999, another Brockage error taking place here. This coin here sold for over $50. So nothing crazy again, but still a $50 coin. Now for the 1999S, this is the proof Jefferson Nickel, and it is graded at a proof 70. So it has a perfect grade. That means it's in, well, it cannot be in no better condition that it's in. It's at a perfect grade pretty much. So this coin here sold for over $135. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.